Alright, so one thing I get asked on YouTube and off of YouTube, guys, is how do I get such a flawless complexion? So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys my steps. So I'm starting off, of course, with moisturizing my skin. Skincare is my number one tip. I like to make sure that my base is moisturized. Before even moisturizing, I like to make sure that it is also exfoliated. So a nice smooth canvas is key. I am going to go in with some primer. This is the Makeup Revolution powder in a liquid form. So I do have pores, a lot more than usual. So I've been using this product and it's been doing wonders. So I just put this literally in my T-zone. And by the way, guys, I put this video in real time to see and show you guys what exactly I do and how I apply things. So next product is concealing, and I'm going to conceal all of my dark areas. My under eyes is something I absolutely have to conceal, so I am going in with my Rimmel concealer. This is literally like my perfect match. I love this concealer. I always go back to this. So for full coverage, I often go in with a brush. So you guys could see I'm just using a brush that can get right underneath my eyes and just in the areas that need that extra blending. It needs to be blended out perfectly. So this is literally my favorite brush to use for this purpose. So like I said, real time, guys, you guys are seeing how that's easily blended out and how flawless it's blending out into my skin as well. So we're just doing that. Look at that, perfect match. I feel like this is key. So next I am going in with a second concealer, and this is more of a highlighting concealer to highlight all of my highlighting areas. So I'm just applying it underneath my eyes, and I'm using this technique to use less product. So we are going for a no foundation full face look. So this is my way of doing a full face. And by the way, that is the LA Girl concealer. And I am going to use the same brush to blend it out. I just love that it's able to get in the areas that I need it to be in, and it just blends out flawlessly. Also, it gives me the coverage. So as you guys could see, that gave me a very subtle highlight. I can go in with maybe a concealer that is one more shade lighter, but we are going for natural today, guys, a very natural highlight. So this would be literally my natural highlight color. But you could always go in with lighter. We're just dabbing that in again. I'm gonna reiterate that I put this in slow time or regular time just to show you guys how I do the blending. Blending is probably the second most important part of making sure you have a flawless complexion. When I do get asked out in public, I always say skincare and blending. Your blending technique and just making sure everything is blended out perfectly before we go in with powder. So I am going in with the new NYX contour stick. So they did release their updated formula. They have shades for all of us now. So I am going to apply this to my cheekbones, my forehead, my nose, and my jawline. And this is not my favorite concealer stick. I feel like I could have got a better match in terms of the color, but it is nice and easy to blend out as well. It still doesn't top Fenty, so I'm not going to say that, but it is easy to blend out, as you guys could see. And I am just using a damp sponge to do that. So I like to blend that product up into my hairline as well. We want it to look like it's coming from our skin, you know, like we don't need that line of demarcation. So just really making sure that we are blending that product into the hairline as well. Now that I'm looking back on the screen, the color isn't horrible. I was just, I guess, being picky that day. I don't know. That day I know I didn't really like the shade, but now that I'm looking at it, it's not that bad. I should have did a comparison with the Fenty matchstick, but other than that, it's honestly a good contour stick. So if you are looking for a new contour sticks, NYX just released these contour sticks, and as well some blush sticks, which I didn't pick up yet, but I do want to pick that up. So look at this. Look at this. This is what your result should be before we put powder on. Very flawless, natural. Everything is blended out. You could see my contour and you could see my highlight. So now we're going in with some powder. I took my favorite powder, which is the Vasanti powder, and I like to set. I do not do any baking, and by set I mean pouncing that powder into my skin until it dissolves and sets everything in place. So I like to just pat that all over my highlighted areas. I do go in with more of a medium deep. Anything that says medium deep is my go-to, or even banana, but banana could vary sometimes. But medium deep is literally my go-to in terms of setting powders. So we're just doing that. I'm carving out my cheekbones as well with that powder. And then for bronzer or contour, I am going in with the Loreal Infallible bronzer. This is new to the market, and I'm just using that to brush onto all of my contours. Now, bronzer is something you don't need to be very precise with. I'm literally just using circular motions to just brush that over my contour, and that's going to set and bronze my face, give me back that nice bronze finish. And I also just take the excess and kind of lightly contour. I didn't do a detailed contour today. And now we're going in with some blush. I like to use just a light hand of blush and Smile. I like to put it right on the apples of the cheeks. You can go higher for a more chiseled and lifted face, but I personally like a blush right on the cheeks. And then we're going to go in with some setting powder to set everything in place. And that is literally my complexion routine without any foundation. All concealer, all natural. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I was detailed enough to show you guys how I get such flawless skin. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.